Alright, hey, Hades Mega here, shooting a video about some Sur Ron parts. Alright, yeah, from time to time Hades Mega makes these videos about new Sur Ron parts that pop up that kind of catches Hades Mega's eyes. So the aftermarket for the Sur Ron Light Bee is like, it's kind of taken off. You know, there's a lot of companies that specialize in making parts for the Sur Ron, okay, but there's not too many manufacturers that make quality motorcycle parts that make parts for the Sur Ron, but there is one now, okay? So that company is Warp9 Racing, okay? So how Hades Omega knows about Warp9 is I have a bunch of Warp9 parts on my DR650, okay? That's how I know. I think I have like a chain guide, a shifter lever, and some other stuff, okay? I can't quite remember right now, but yeah, they sell like a lot of stuff for, you know, for motorcycle stuff, like kind of for like off-road stuff, and they do sell wheels and stuff, and Supermoto wheels and stuff. But anyway, now they sell a host of Sur Ron parts now, okay, for the Light Bee, and we're gonna go check out their website, and I'll show you what they got they've been selling them for a while now, and I've been kind of just scoping out their website, and like kind of like every once in a while I'll come check it out. I think the first time they only had like 2 or 3 items, and now they've got like 7, 8 items. So this is a kind of exciting time that, like, you know, manufacturers of like motorcycle stuff are making stuff for the Light Bee, so or stuff that's compatible with the Light Bee is what I want to say. So we were gonna get, you know, awesome motorcycle quality parts for the Sur Ron Light Bee, you know. All right, let's go check them out. Okay, so here we are at the Warp9 Racing website, okay? It's www.warp9racing.com, okay? This is the homepage. If you go look here, they sell wheels, you know, Supermoto stuff, rims, hubs. I've never bought any wheels from them, but I heard they're pretty good. And then just other miscellaneous motorcycle parts, gear shifters, control parts basically. And then they have here one of my favorites, Suzuki DR650. All right, I got some Suzuki parts from them, Suzuki DR parts. And then another one of my favorite parts, Supermoto parts. But right under Supermoto parts is this Sur Ron Segway. Okay, let's click on that. All right. Alright, there we go. They have a Sur Ron and Segway section. That is freaking awesome. Alright, and I'll tell you now, this video is in no way sponsored by Warp9. You know, I'm just kind of a fan of their parts and stuff. Okay, so we're gonna kind of go over each one. Alright, so here we got the Sur Ron Segway foot pegs. Alright, $99. For $99 you can have these fancy pants foot pegs. Look at them. Warp9. So also Warp9 is the one that makes all these parts, okay? So they have their name on them. Whether they make them themselves or in-house, I'm not sure, but they look pretty damn good to me. I don't really care. So yeah, so there's the foot pegs, and these are the kinds that have these little set screws like sticking out of them. I guess the good thing about these is when they wear out too much, you can take the screws out, or you just take them all out if you want, okay? Pretty interesting. I've never tried any of these foot pegs, but they have them in different colors. There's a black, red, and a blue. Let's check them out. Okay, there's the red one, there's a blue one, there's a black one. I would probably get the black. Oh, there it is compared to the stock foot peg. Okay, stock foot pegs on the Sur Ron, not very good. They're all right. Okay, There's the black one in different angles, and then there's the red and blue again. Okay, and it's $99. All right. Oh, the black foot peg is not available yet, not until July 19th. All right, so here's some of the features of it. All right, it's specifically designed for the Sur Ron. I have some foot pegs that I don't know what bike they come from, but they work on mine. I think there's a certain bike that I guess it works on it. They're made out of lightweight 7075 T6 forged aluminum. That's some pretty good aluminum right there. All right. Extra wide platform, exclusive Y bridge, adds 4 center teeth for added grip. All right, and then the foot peg platform is 57 millimeters wide and 87 millimeters long. All right, permanent stainless steel teeth. Okay, so that's the little set screws that are coming out. Uses the OEM spring and pin. Lifetime warranty, break or crack, and get new ones for free. There you go. So that just goes to show they stand by their products. Okay. Pretty cool. I'm not sure, but I believe you can use this with their foot peg sliders. They have foot peg sliders for Supermoto applications, because when you go to a racetrack, you've got to have Supermoto sliders on your foot pegs. Okay. Heidi's Mega made some. Oh no, I didn't make some. The ones I bought came with them. Anyway, so yeah, there you go. $99 Sur Ron Segway foot pegs. All right, fancy pants. I like them. They're bling bling, and they're functional. Yeah, foot pegs are one of those things you never realize how awesome it is until you change to a better foot peg. Is what I'm gonna say. Okay. Okay. All right. Another item they sell are sprockets. There you go. So now we have a place where we can buy aluminum sprockets for a decent price, okay, is what I'm going to say. Okay, $44 to $68. They have a host of sprocket sizes. 42 if you want to go really fast, and 60 and 64 if you want to accelerate really fast. Okay, this is the top speed, and this is Hades Omega uses a 48 and 54 tooth, so I can buy aluminum sprockets. So the beauty of aluminum sprockets is they are they're lighter, okay, and they look trick. And I think for the Sur Ron, I think it would be okay. They're not as durable as steel, but if they use a pretty good aluminum, then it will last a while. I had aluminum sprocket on my KLR 650, and I was surprised how long it lasts. Okay, that's a big torquey bike too. All right, the material is 7075 T6 aluminum, same as the foot pegs. The color is black. All right, they only have black. Additional chain links not included, unfortunately, but that's okay. I do not recommend you add extra chain links and a master link to your chain. Just buy a new chain, guys. All right, refer to the table below for chain link needed. Oh, look at that. They even give you a little table to tell you how many links you need. So it's too bad they don't sell the chain, but I'll tell you this, Hades Omega buys primary drive chains. Okay, so you go buy a primary drive chain for whatever size link you need for the so yeah, it's nice that they got this table to let you know how many links to buy when for whatever. Okay, so like Hades Omega uses a 54 tooth for his dirt sprocket, so I would buy a 110 link primary drive chain. Okay. All right, okay, let's see what else they got. So these are some of the prices too for this. So the 42 tooth is the cheapest because obviously it's got the least material on it. It's $44, and probably the most expensive one is a 64 tooth at $68. Okay, so Hades Omega uses the 48, which is $48, and the 54 tooth, that's $56. Okay, so the teeth don't really correspond to how much it costs. Okay, all right. Okay, so I haven't seen anybody sell one of these before. It's a Sur Ron Segway titanium axle nut. All right. $200 though. Wow, pretty pricey. All right, but there it is. Okay, isn't it a thing of beauty? It's made out of titanium. All right, let's go read about it. One of them is for a Sur Ron and one of them is for a Segway. I don't know if they're any different. Okay, if you go Segway X260, I don't know if they make different axles. This is for the rear axle, right? Yeah, this is the rear axle. I don't think they make a different rear axle. Okay, so there's a X, double X, Ludicrous, Black edition. That's kind of weird. I don't know why they would have all these different thingies for it. I think they use all the same axle, guys. Not sure. All right, so the titanium rear axle is stronger than OEM steel. Okay, yes, the rear axle does look kind of dinky on the Sur Ron, but I've never broken one, so can't complain much. It's 45% lighter than the stock axle. So it even gives you the comparison. The OEM is 173 grams, while the titanium one is 101 grams. So for those of you that, you know, want to make every ounce or gram in this case count, all right, it's a burnt blue anodized axle, and it includes the black anodized Fuji lock nut and will not rust or corrode. So another interesting thing is there is a longer axle for the Sur Ron. If you guys don't know, if you buy the rear fender, the hugger fender for the Sur Ron, you get a longer axle because that attaches to where the axles are. So you need a longer one for that. So that's another interesting thing. Maybe that's what this is. If you choose one, you might get a different length axle, okay? Because I know, because Hades Omega has two different axles, and I have an axle that is the stock length, and I have one that's a slightly longer, and I use a slightly longer one to use with my Supermoto sliders, okay? And then when I use a dirt one, I use a shorter one. Okay, so there you go. $200 titanium rear axle. It looks light and it looks strong and it looks bling bling. All right, very cool. $200 though. I don't think Hades Omega would buy that unless I had problems with my axle braking. Okay, here's the next item. Sur Ron Segway titanium rotor bolts. There you go. Okay, so you choose Sur Ron or Segway. Let's just choose Sur Ron, I guess. Let's say the X bike, and the hub is OEM or Warp9. Okay, that leads me to believe the Warp9 will be making hubs for the Sur Ron. That's pretty awesome. I didn't know that. Well, I don't see it on their website yet. So these are the rotor bolts for the front. They do sell them for the front and the rear, okay, and they're made out of titanium. Here's the description here. It's a rotor bolt kit, burnt blue anodized color. The threads are rolled nut cut to ensure proper torque specs and a stronger bolt. I don't really know what that means. Does not rust or corrode like steel bolts. Okay, most of them are made out of stainless steel anyways. Torx drive is T25. It will not strip like Allen heads. Okay, and it includes blue thread lock. Oh, that's nice. Oh, there you go. There's a little bottle of thread locker right there. Okay, cool. $31. There you go. Fancy rotor bolts. I don't think I have any of those. Okay, I think the ones I have are stainless steel. Okay, 31 bucks. Okay, next thing, sprocket bolts. I do have titanium sprocket. Yes, I have sprocket nuts. I have titanium sprocket nuts that I got with my Lunicycle sprocket adapter kit. Okay, that's when they didn't have any sprockets. So here we go. It's for the X model, double X, ludicrous, black edition, all $45. Okay, guys, these are the sprocket. These are the bolts that hold the sprocket to your to the hub. Okay, and it looks like they're a Torx bolt. We'll go look at the description. So there you go. Rear sprocket bolt kit, burnt blue anodized color. It contains 5 8 by 19 millimeter titanium bolts. There's this rolled cut nut thread. You know, it doesn't rust. It's a dual drive head. Oh, look at that. You can use a T40 Torx drive or a 10 millimeter hex like the Allen thing. Okay, and it includes blue thread lock. There you go. Okay, $45 if you want some fancy sprocket bolts. And I do highly suggest you put thread locker on that. Okay, and last thing is titanium pro rim locks. Okay, there you go. Titanium pro rim locks, $21 to $26. I'd imagine one is for the front and one is for the rear. I do know the front is a 1.6, I think, right? And then I think a 2.15. I guess these could be for the Supermoto rims. I'm not 100%. Okay, burnt titanium main bolt, lightweight forged aluminum body, black 7075 T6 tower nut and base washer. The base washer is machined to match each specific rim curvature for a perfect fit. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. I've never seen that before. It's about half the weight of OEM rim locks. So you know what that means? You don't have to put so many weights on your rim to counterbalance the rim lock, okay? That's pretty nice. Maybe, I guess, when it's time for me to replace my rim lock on my dirt wheel, I'll go with this. It's fairly inexpensive, is what I'm going to say. Alright, so there is kind of one more part that they didn't really mention. I thought they did mention it before. I'm going to go into Supermoto parts, and under Supermoto foot peg sliders, they sell these sliders for their Supermoto, for their foot pegs, okay? So it mounts to Warp9 MX pegs, okay? So the and what these are for, they're only they're $20. I think they're made out of Delrin. Does it look like it? Ultra high molecular weight polyethylene. Okay, it's made out of like a high density polyethylene. Okay, HDPE, I think, or UHMWP. It's some kind of special polyethylene solution. Okay, it's very similar to Delrin, I guess. I think Delrin is the most popular material. It says it does not fit adventure pegs. Okay, click here for Warp9 MX pegs. Anyway, it's a $20 option. So what these are for is they add peg sliders to your Warp9 foot pegs. All right, just like that. And then if your bike goes down on the track, it will slide, you know, rather than dig into the pavement and mess up the track. I think they're more worried about, well, I guess you don't want your bike to be yard sailing itself on the track, and they want to make it sure you don't damage the track if your bike slides, okay? And that is to be used in conjunction with, okay? But you can ask them. I don't, for whatever reason they took it off. So there used to be something here that said it works with their Supermoto sliders, but now it doesn't. So maybe it doesn't anymore. I'm not sure. Don't go ahead as Mega on that. But yeah, because none of these pictures have the Supermoto slider on it. So you might have to ask them about that. Okay, if you want Supermoto sliders for your bike, if you're going to go to a track. You need to have Supermoto sliders, at least the ones that Haze Omega goes to. You need to have Supermoto sliders on your foot pegs. Okay, and that's extra $20. Okay, there you go. So that's just a little look at the Warp9 racing website, and we're looking at the Sur Ron and Segway parts that they have. Okay, I hope they continue to make more parts for the Sur Ron. You know what would be nice, Warp9, is some wheel sets and hubs and spokes and all that good stuff. All right, it would be nice to have some beefier spokes on some nice rims. Okay, unfortunately Haze Omega already bought like a Tusk rim for his bike, so okay, but yeah, it would have been nice to have another option, you know, is what I'm gonna say. And I know the Warp9 stuff is good, so you know. All right, so thanks for watching. If you want to check out or order any of these parts, head on down to warp9racing.com and do the thing. All right. it's good that there's more and more aftermarket options for the Sur Ron. Okay, I mean, Sur Ron makes great parts, but you know, the aftermarket is there when Sur Ron can't deliver, is what I'm going to say. So like, if there's a supply chain problem because Sur Ron is in China, you know, sometimes it's very hard to get parts for the Sur Ron. So that's why it's nice to have the aftermarket, more specifically the US aftermarket, so we don't have to import parts from other places. Okay, so yeah, it would be nice if they could make like a chain kits or belt kits, that kind of stuff. So you know, go for it. Come on, Warp9, we want more Sur Ron parts. All right, thanks for watching. Haze Omega out.